on, guys? Flying Suki Eps here, bringing you guys another video. Here today, we're talking MLG Talk with Air. It is going to be my new series on my channel, basically where I talk about MLG stuff. Basically, this episode is going to talk about UMG Dallas, which actually recently went down on the 22nd through the 24th. Today it is the 26th as I'm recording this. Not really sure when it's going to come out exactly, but it's going to be like a weekly type series where I kind of talk about different stuff. So this episode is going to be UMG Dallas. Expect to see a lot of these episodes, a lot of MLG stuff. So I'm really excited to start my channel's new direction, as I made a commentary recently about it. I put out some more videos, and now I'm officially starting to do mostly MLG stuff. There'll be other stuff, like I said, but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about UMG Dallas. So basically, I'm going to give you guys the placings for UMG Dallas. First of all, UMG Dallas was amazing. I loved this event. There's actually going to be a new event coming up soon. It's going to be UMG Nashville. Now, they recently said some stuff about it. They just recently released where it's going to be at. They gave us a sneak peek at the very end of the stream, saying that they're going to have one. They didn't tell when or where, but now we know it's in Nashville. We don't know what time. We don't know what date it is. I've heard it's the 10th, which is a rumor, which doesn't make sense to me because that'd be on a Wednesday. So I'm not 100% sure. I would think maybe like the 12th, like a Friday or like a weekend, but who knows. But if that does happen, I'm going to be there. Nashville, I will be there. It's only like 2 hours away from me, so I'm really hoping that it's a good time for me so I can go. So without further ado, the placings. So in first place, Denial Esports came. Denial really owned this whole tournament. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the teams after this, but I'm going to give you guys the rest of the placings. And second was Envious. Third came Optic Nation, and fourth was Optic Gaming. I'm not really going to read the rest of them because it was like either 5th through 6th, 7th through 8th, and all that nonsense. So some stuff that surprised me throughout the event was Denial's placing, first of all. To be honest, in my first video that I made, I was talking about basically like what I thought was going to happen and stuff like that. I didn't really predict Denial even in the top, actually I predicted them in the top 8, but I didn't predict them in the top 4. I could have saw them before the tournament in the top 4, but it would not have looked good for me, to be honest. I think they're good, but they just didn't have a lot of slaying power, which still does not make sense to me how well they did. And most of them went negative in games. Like the score for S&D, they would all be down, but just how smart they played really, I guess, showed how good they are. And that's how I feel like with TK as well. TK will have some good events, but you'll notice Gunjar is basically the only one that goes off sometimes. It occasionally will be Neslo, but they're so smart as a team. That's how they do so well. Like in domination, they'll go for the A flag. Like they'll flank, all kinds of cool stuff, or all kinds of smart stuff. So I think that's how Denial won this event, just pure off of smarts. So that's how I think they got first for me. So another thing that surprised me was TK and FaZe's placings. I really thought FaZe was going to be in the top 4. I didn't predict TK to go far, but it's still always a surprise when they don't do very well. I think TK is a really good team as well as FaZe. I don't think FaZe blends very well together. Ever since they lost Formal, I feel like they've been kind of out of, like, they don't really know what to do. They have Parasite. Parasite's not the easiest person to work with all the time. Well, I do love him. He's just not the easiest teammate to work with, I feel like. And they eventually lost to Envious, I believe, in like a 3-0 or a 3-1. And in the losers bracket, they played Curse, and Curse actually got out in the very first game of the championship bracket, and they lost to Curse 3-0, which is kind of embarrassing. No offense, Curse is just not very good, and I think FaZe is awesome. Like their team, not in general. I think they're an awesome team, so that was kind of surprising for me. Another surprise, no offense, was Nadeshot. Nadeshot's showing himself up. Like, every event he does even better, which is awesome. But Nadeshot's really going off lately. He led his team in slaying with a 1.17 kill-to-death ratio, which is really surprising, actually. I was pretty happy with that, and how good he's doing is just awesome, so I'm really happy about that. Also, JCap is also doing very well. He was, I think, second in overall slaying and domination, and he was the first overall in KD ratio at like a 1.24, I believe. So, I mean, ever since JCap was on Envy at first, he was doing great. He goes to Optic. No offense, he was kind of lacking. He wasn't doing very well. He goes to FaZe Red. FaZe Red, no offense, sucks. They don't do well at all. Now he's back on Envious, and he's doing amazing again. So just for that in general, I think it's awesome. Him and Formal, I think, were like second and third in overall slaying behind Gunjar in like regular kills per game. So that was pretty awesome. Envious absolutely dominant in the kills for this event for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to go and give you guys some of my favorite moments of UMG Dallas. Now, my first favorite moment of the tournament was probably whenever they wished Gandhi goodbye. They had like a tri-cast with him, Golden Boy, and Maven. I believe Gandhi is going to be an MLG commentator for Smite. I never played Smite. I don't really know what Smite 100% is. Like, I know of the game, I've seen it on Steam and stuff before, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. So, you know, good luck to Gandhi. He's seriously one of my favorite people to watch on MLG and on YouTube in general, and he's one of the main guys that got me into wanting to do MLG stuff full time. So I love Gandhi, but I don't love him. You know, big shout out to him. I really hope success for him, and hope he comes back soon. I really do. I really hope he comes back. But for 6 months, he's going to be commentating Smite. So I'm going to be watching some Smite, to be quite honest with you guys. I'm pretty excited about that, too. But anyway, my next favorite event, or my next favorite moment of the event, was the trivia questions. I don't know if you guys remember, halfway through the games, they would get kind of like bored, like they were waiting for the players to sink in and all that stuff, you know, get ready, and they would actually give away prizes for trivia questions. And I don't mean it mean, guys, but Dallas people do not know anything about MLG. They had little kids asking them questions like, who's on Optic now? And they'd be like, Nate Shot. Like, who's after that? They're like, I have no idea. And then, you know, it was just kind of hard. And then they played rock, paper, scissors, and no one knew how to play rock, paper, scissors correctly. Obviously, it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. It's not rock, paper, scissors, then you go. Anyway, that was really funny to watch. I love watching Golden Boy try to like handle that well, watching all these kids derp out, trying to do that. So that was pretty fun, funny to watch, in fact. But my favorite moment of the whole tournament was probably watching Optic versus Optic. So basically what they had to do is whenever they played each other, whoever won that had to play Envious, and the winner of that Envious game would go on to the championship versus Denial. So basically what ended up going down, Optic Nation wins 3-0, but in every single game, I think it was like within 3 points. Like, I think S&D, they only lost by maybe like 1 or 2. Domination, I think they only won by 3. Or it was Domination on Sovereign. It was like really, really close at the end. And Blitz, I think they only lost by like 2 or 3 points. So it was a heartbreaker. I love Optic Gaming, but I also love Optic Nation. So big shout out to them. They, however, did end up losing to Envious. I don't remember the exact score. I think it was 3-1, might have been 3-0. I'm not 100% sure, but Envious' slang is just out of this world right now, so that's how Optic Nation ended up losing. But that was probably my favorite part of the whole event, was watching the Optic family feud. And actually, it was after 2 minutes of announcing that it was going to happen, it was already trending on Twitter, which is absolutely insane. The green wall is huge, and that's just insane to see that quickly. So I'm going to give you guys the MVPs I feel like for this tournament were. I'm going to say JCap. From Envious. He really did have a great event. You can never take that away from him. He literally owned in basically every single category that was possible for slaying wise, and I'm really excited to see him in further events. Replays, I'm going to say from Denial, the team that won. Replays really held the team together. While Saints did lead in kill to death ratio, I feel like Replays really held the team together. He was always telling them, guys, don't worry, we got this next round, don't worry, and it really showed how good they were. Obviously, they beat Envious 3-0 2 different times, so basically a 6-0 against Envious, which is absolutely insane to do. And I'm also going to put Nadeshot in that list as well. I feel like Nadeshot did also amazing. Like I said that earlier, but still, he's doing really good, and I'm really happy for him. So big shout out to Nadeshot. And Optic Nation, I just gave you guys the top players I feel like MVPs from the Final Four, and I'm gonna give that to Ricky. Ricky countless times in the game just went off. I don't know what it is with Ricky. Whenever he played Optic Gaming, he was out of his mind, getting 2 and 3 pieces all the time. Really good. He's a great communicator, and I think Ricky's an awesome player to have on your team. He's really just a team player, so big shout out to Ricky as well. So yeah, this event all together was awesome. I cannot wait till UMG Nashville whenever they announce it. I'm going to do my very best to go there, guys, and to film some stuff, to just be there live, and maybe even do like a stream. I don't know what I'll do. I have big plans once they announce basically what happens. So thank you guys for watching this episode of MLG Talk. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and make sure to click the like button if you did also, and make sure to comment. Do you guys think that Denial was really good? Do you guys think that it was a surprise that they won? Who did you guys think was gonna win? And let me know. Are you guys excited for UMG Nashville? I personally am very excited. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.